So welcome to your Tuesday night class, everyone. We're going to do a yin class today, so make sure you have at least a couple pillows around. And go ahead and lie down, starting in Shavasana. Get comfortable, lie flat on your mat. And begin to get connected to your body and your breath. Allowing all the muscles to melt away into your mat. And then bring your attention to your toes and how they feel without moving them. Just send your attention there, feel into them. And then bring that awareness to the balls of your feet. What do they feel like? And then into your arches. And your heels. Flowing over the tops of your feet. Wrapping around your ankles and Achilles. Up your shin bones and calves. To the backs of your knees and kneecaps. Up into your thighs and hamstrings. To your pubic bone and pelvis. Hips and glutes. Observe what you feel there. Any sensation, stiffness, tightness. Into your low back and lower abdominals. Mid-back and stomach. And as you focus on the stomach region, you notice that it's really tight. In your next inhale, breathe deeply into this area. And on the exhale, allow the muscles to soften, allow the stress to dissipate. to your upper back and chest, becoming aware of the natural flow of your breath and how the rib cage expands and contracts with every inhale and exhale. To your shoulder blades and collarbones. And then the tops of your shoulders. Do you feel any tightness or tension there? Just become aware of it, present to it. Down into your biceps and triceps of your arms. Elbows and elbow creases. Forearms and wrists. Tops of your hands and palms. To your pinkies. Ring fingers. Middle fingers. Index fingers. And thumbs. Pulling your focus to each fingertip. And then notice your neck, the back, the sides, and the front. Become aware of any tension there. And then into your chin. Your lips, allowing them to part open softly. And move your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Release your jaw. And notice your cheeks. Your nose. Eyelids. Temples. Ears. Forehead. And just notice if you're furrowing your brow. Soften it. Relax. It's natural to furrow the brow when we're focusing on different things, especially as we're going through the body. And then notice the back of your skull pressing down. And then the crown of your head. Aware of every inch of your body. How it feels. And before we start our yin practice, I just want to offer up a quote by Albert Einstein. I think 99 times and find nothing. I stop thinking, swim in silence, and the truth comes to me. So even though the brain is meant to be this tool for thinking and processing and solving problems, it's also good for it to be quiet, which is why we come here, especially in a yin class, to come back to the breath and the body, which allow answers to come to you in the silence. So take a deep inhale through your nose. Fill all the way up to your collarbones. Hold it at the top. Open mouth, exhale, release. Take another deep inhale just like that in through the nose and hold it at the top. Open mouth, exhale. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes to wake up your body. Maybe roll your wrists and ankles both directions. And take a full body stretch. Arms above your head, point your toes. And then hug your knees into your chest. Maybe rock side to side, massaging the low back only if it feels good. And then allow your knees to drop over to the right for a supine twist. Press your shoulder blades down into your mat. Gaze upward to the left and tee out or cactus the left arm. We're going to be here for 2 minutes. Just fall deep into the silence of your breath. Feel free to close your eyes to eliminate any other distractions that are visual. We've just hit halfway. See if you can find all of the focus in the breath until the next minute is up. Can you fully engulf yourself in the meditation on the breath? And then bring your head back to center. Bring your knees back to center. Maybe hug them in and rock side to side. Notice the difference between the right side and the left side of your body. And to even it out, let's drop the knees over to the left. Press the shoulder blades down in your supine twist. Gaze up or to the right and tee out or cactus the right arm. Palm face up. 2 minutes here. Bring the focus of the mind to the breath. And we're halfway there. So check back in. The mind started to drift. Bring it back to the silent space. Bring it back to the breath. And then bring your head to center. And bring your knees to center. Hug them in and rock side to side. And slowly make your way up. We're going to come into a transition into child's pose. So you can roll over onto your side, or you can rock and roll until you come up to a seat. And then coming into child's pose, starting on all fours. Bring your knees as wide as your mat. And bring your big toes to touch behind you. Sink your hips all the way onto your heels. Stretch your arms out long. Forehead rests down on your mat for 2 minutes here. Allow your chest to drop down. Relax your muscles. And bring the mind to the breath. Halfway there. Check back in with the mind. Letting go of everything else except the breath. And then we're just going to thread the needle by taking the right arm and sliding it under the left arm. Right cheek and right shoulder to your mat. And you can stay here or take the option of taking the left arm around your low back for a half bind. Wherever you are, we're going to hold it for 2 minutes. We're halfway there, so bring the mind back if it started to drift off again. And then if you've taken the half bind with the left arm, bring it back to center gently. And then everyone, bring the right arm back to center and just find your child's pose for a moment. And maybe rock your head side to side, massaging the forehead. And then we're going to take it to the other side. So the left arm slides under the right arm, left cheek and shoulder to your mat. Option to take the half bind with the right arm behind the low back, or stay right here for 2 minutes. We're over halfway there already, so bring the mind back if it started to drift again. And then if you've taken the half bind, bring the right arm to center. And everyone, bring the left arm to center. Find your child's pose once more, just for a moment. And then push yourself up to all fours. We're going to come into a toe stand. If you have any issues though, with your toes, with your feet, like arthritis or anything like that, take an alternative by sitting down on your bum and your legs out long, but if you need to bend the knees to get to the toes, just stretch them this way instead, so there's a little less pressure. Otherwise, in your toe stand, tuck your toes behind you, knees slightly together. They can be slightly parted, but as long as they're pretty much hip distance. We're going to stay here for 2 minutes. Close your eyes here. Breathe. Allow your hands to rest wherever they're comfortable. When your mind starts to realize the discomfort, see if you can notice that, and then bring it back to the breath. If you're in pain, take the other option, the alternative, by sitting on the ground. But make sure that you know the difference also between pain and discomfort. We're already over halfway there. Just 15 more seconds. And slowly come out of your toe stand. If you're sitting on your toes, then go ahead and place your hands down, untuck your toes, and gently tap them on your mat behind you. Or if you're on your bum already, just release your hands. And then come join us on all fours again. And then lower yourself all the way down to your belly. Your hands are underneath your shoulders. And your feet, the tops of your feet, are flat on the floor. So first, bring the left arm out to the side, tee it out, palm face down. And then kick your right heel towards your right glute. Push into your right hand that's under your right shoulder to roll onto the left side of your body, taking the right foot and placing it down on the ground behind the other leg. And we're going to stretch the pectoral muscles here for 2 minutes. If you can't really feel the stretch, with that left arm that's long out to the side, just start to walk it up towards the front of the room slightly until you feel it. We're about halfway there. Check in with your mind, bring it back to the breath. And slowly bring yourself back onto your stomach. And place one cheek to your mat and let both arms go along beside you just to rest for a moment before we do the other side. And then bring your chin to center. Place both hands under your shoulders And then tee out the right arm to the side, palm face down. Kick your left heel towards your left glute. Push into your left hand to roll over onto your right side. And place the left foot down behind your other leg. And hold here for 2 minutes. And again, if you can't feel the stretch on the right side, on that right pectoral, just walk the right hand up to the front of the room slightly. We're halfway there. And then gently begin to make your way back to your stomach. Place your other cheek on your mat and allow both arms to rest beside you. Then bring the chin back to center. Push yourself up and find a seat. Bringing the soles of your feet together, knees open wide for Baddha Konasana. And then we're just going to fold forward here. It doesn't matter where you end up. Just relax your head and neck wherever you are. We're going to hold for 2 minutes. Breathing into your pelvis, your low back. Into your hips. We're already halfway there. And back to the breath. And then slowly walk yourself back up, center. And then bring your knees together. And we're just gonna slowly transition into down dog to set up for our next pose. So bring your fingers wide, lift your hips up. Maybe walk it out for a moment, bending one knee and then the other. And then find some stillness and push your chest to your thighs. Your knees can be bent here. Inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky. As you exhale, step the right foot to the outside of the right hand and lower your left knee down. So we're in dragon here, so you can stay propped up on your palms, or if you have your pillow nearby, you can bring your forearms down to it. Or if you want, you can try and come down all the way down to your forearms. But wherever you are, just hold it for 2 minutes. Relax your head and neck wherever you are. Enjoy the stretch on the front of the left leg, all the way up into the psoas, the muscle running over the hip bone. You're already halfway there. Check in with the mind, bring it back to the breath. Enjoy the silence. "15 seconds. And slowly push yourself back to your palms if you aren't already there. And then bring the right knee to meet the left knee and lift yourself up for down dog. And if you want, you can lift the right leg up, open the hip, bend and straighten the knee, whatever you need to do. Let the blood flow back in before placing the right foot back down. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, step the left foot to the outside of the left hand and lower your right knee down. Stay either on your palms, maybe use your pillow under your forearms, or come all the way down to your forearms and hold for 2 minutes. And this time we're enjoying the stretch on the right leg, the right psoas, the thigh, and opening up the left hip. Relax your head and neck and breathe into it. We're halfway there. Check in with the mind. See how deep you can make your inhales and see how long you can make the exhales. Almost there. And slowly work yourself back up and bring the left knee to meet the right knee. We're lifting yourself up again for down dog. Maybe lift the left leg and open the hip, bend and straighten the knee. And place it back down. Inhale, lift your right leg up again. Exhale, coming into our swan, or what we normally call half pigeon. Bring the right knee to the outside edge of the right side of your mat, and then the right ankle towards the left side of your mat. Left leg is long behind you, top of the foot is down. Setting it up, start with your hands by your hips. Turn over to the right shoulder to square the left hip. Bring it back, bring your gaze back to center, and come down into your sleeping swan or sleeping pigeon. Relax your head and neck here for 2 minutes and breathe. We're already over halfway there. Just check in with your mind. Bring it to the breath. And slowly work yourself back up to center. Make your way to your down dog. Maybe lift the right leg up when you get there. And do the same thing by opening the hip, bend and straighten the knee. Place it back down. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, swan or half pigeon. Left knee to the left edge of your mat. Left ankle towards the right edge of your mat. The right leg is long behind you. Hands come to the sides by your hips, so you can look over the left shoulder. Squaring the right hip, bring the gaze back to center and fold into your sleeping swan. 2 minutes here. We're halfway there. Focus on the breath, the quiet space in the mind. And slowly work your way back up to your down dog. And maybe when you get there, lift the left leg, open the hip, bend and straighten the knee. And place it back down. And then come down to your knees and grab for your pillows or whatever you have to support you. We're going to come into supported fish. So you're going to want to bring at least one pillow where your back's going to lie on it, but allowing your head to dip toward the back of the room. You might want 1 or 2 pillows, it's up to you. The more pillows, the more support you have, the bigger heart opener you're going to have as well. So just come to lying down with your back on the pillow. Legs go straight. Bum is still contacting on the floor. Allow your arms to open up, palms face up, and allow your gaze to go towards the back of the room. We're going to be here for 2 minutes. We just approached the halfway point, so check in with the mind again. And we're just going to make one minor change in this pose to transform it into a different one. So just bring the soles of your feet together, knees open wide for supported Supta Baddha Konasana. So you're still on your pillow. 2 minutes here. Just 40 more seconds to go. And then gently place your hands on the outsides of your knees and close your knees like a book. Gently lift yourself up to remove the pillows from underneath you. Roll all the way onto your back for your final Shavasana. Allow your body to melt away into your mat, take up space. Relax completely. Deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Take a full body stretch, arms above your head and point your toes. And roll over onto your left side, the feminine side, the yin side, in fetal pose with your left bicep under your head. Shavasana represents the death of our practice, and fetal pose represents the rebirth into reality. So you may take what you learned about yourself, what we focused on today, by finding the answers in the silence, by quieting the mind, focusing on the breath. And you can apply that to your daily life. With your eyes closed, push yourself up to a cross-legged seated position for Sukhasana. Sit up tall when you get there, and bring your hands up above your head in prayer. Take them down to your third eye for kind thoughts about myself and about others. Bring your hands to your lips for kind words to myself and to others. And bring your hands to your heart for kindness and compassion for myself and for others. Bow forward to sealing your practice. Namaste.